Now to President Obama's plan to combat the terrorist group known as ISIS. The U.S. coalition has expanded to include Britain and 3 other European countries, but they will only take part in a limited military campaign. A human rights group monitoring says airstrikes hit Islamic states and other Islamic targets in eastern Syria this morning. Julianna Goldman is in our Washington bureau with the latest. Julianna, good morning.
Good morning. The Obama administration says the world is united against ISIS after a critical week, rallying the international community at the United Nations and launching the expanded air campaign in Iraq and Syria. But the Pentagon is warning that even with new commitments from important allies, we're just at the beginning, not the end of this fight.
The hallmarks of this campaign will be patience and persistence, not shock and awe.
After pleas from Prime Minister David Cameron and 6 hours of debate, Britain's lawmakers voted overwhelmingly to take part in the U.S.-led coalition against ISIS.
The ayes to the right, 524. The noes to the left, 43.
With the commitments growing, America's closest European ally is joining France and the Netherlands, as well as Denmark and Belgium, 2 countries who also said Friday they would provide their military resources. The European support does not extend to Syria, but the White House says it's important progress.
There is a broad effort underway to build this international coalition, and we are pleased with the pace of this coalition's growth, and we're pleased with the strong ties between the United States or among the United States and countries around the world.
5 Arab nations have partnered with the U.S. to destroy ISIS in Syria. They are Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Jordan, Bahrain, and Qatar. And with tens of thousands of refugees fleeing across the Turkish border from Syria, Turkey's president said Friday that his country is considering lending its support to the coalition, possibly militarily. In Washington, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff Martin Dempsey told reporters that this week's strikes disrupted the militant group's command and control operations in Syria. And he's sticking to his statement from earlier this month that he may eventually recommend the president send ground troops to defeat ISIS, also known as ISIL. But that force wouldn't have to be Americans.
The president gave me a mission, destroy ISIL. And I will recommend to him what it takes to destroy ISIL.
Dempsey said it's too soon to tell if any ISIS or Khorasan group leaders have been killed in the airstrikes so far. He also said the new campaign is going to mean budget problems for the Pentagon. Anthony?
Julianna Goldman in Washington. Thanks, Julianna.